Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see what we're going to do today. All right, good morning, good morning. Guess what? We have D Justice. Good morning, good for you. We have fun. We have Black Kinfo. Good. He's a client for years and years. Glad to see that too. So good morning, good morning. Having fun. Now let's write down March 9th, March 9th. It's easy to remember. Why? Because yesterday was my birthday. Wow, wow, wow. I got to be another age. Wow, what do I get to do? I get to have some fun. Now, these things here, in the background, please take a picture of that. See, the goal is behind that scene right there, you could actually change your life if you want to. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that. The ultimate goal today is going to talk about you again, your foundation, what we're trying to accomplish in the goal. Now, we've got 4 people joining me this morning. Each of them closed an escrow 2 weeks ago. They joined me, and what happens? Escrow closed. Now, most people, unfortunately, when you close an escrow, people, what they do, they don't want anybody to really know. Every client I get to know, it's like they don't want to tell their friends and family they got this income coming in and their life's going to change because then they want some money. You ever notice when people win the lottery, everybody gets lined up like, hey, they think they win the lottery too? So this morning we got a couple of people that join us. It's kind of fun because they get to close an escrow. Now that means they close an escrow in a business, all right, and they get a piece of something. That means very simple. All right, the minimum right there was $6,200 a month. The other ones get about $9,000. It's not a lot. We're not rich. I don't want you to be rich. I want you to focus about closing an escrow. I'm closing escrow on opening another one tomorrow, a storage unit, because it's fun. What do? We get people lined up. Now, I will teach you how to do everything yourself. You do it, we do it, I do it. Let's write it down. You do it all, I'll teach you all, no problem. Or we do it together, okay? I'll do it all. Just depends what you're looking to do. Some people, they love their job or they're stuck. All right, it kind of sucks. What happens is very simple. You love your job, you're stuck, or what did you do? You got married years ago. You got your wife, you got your husband, or whatever it is on the other side, and you got your cat, your dog, and your fish, and a bunch of kids. Then you're stuck. Being stuck sucks. So as we have these 4 that come in here this morning on this other side here, kind of fun. And what do we get to do? They're closing an escrow. Like I said, one's about 3,000 plus, the other's about 9. It's not a lot of money. We're not rich. I never want you to say you're rich, rich, rich. I would like you to write to be very simple. Become a puppet master. That's what I'd like you to think about. Now, years and years ago, 40 years ago, I started the Puppet Master Club. It was simple. I control everything, I own nothing. Now they all say these things. They tend to say what I said years and years ago. It's like in my info commercials. Years ago, hey, wait, there's more. We got done filming an info commercial at the Marriott in Dana Point. Pam Daly was our producer that day and everything else. She says, cut, we're done. And I go, wait, there's more. They actually put that in the info commercial years ago. That's where it came from. Wait, there's more. I wanted to say more. So I wasn't done for the day, but she was. Okay. Maybe because she got paid for the project. I think they would add more. All right. Winning the game of business. Let's write that down. Winning the game. See, that's what I set up in 1976. 1976, I created a system called winning the game of business. So over here, we see these projects here, and here we see this. Over here, we see what? How do we get to that 750 score? So I wanted to make sure you understand, because the people that are coming here are the ones who closed the escrow last week. There are 4 of them. Over here, we got people who need to do the 750. We're trying to do a little bit of both. This is my 16th week. Wow. And I've been on 16 weeks on, all right, basically social media and TikTok, having some fun. I'm still getting used to it, to be honest with you. All right, I got all these people that love the information, and there's always 1 or 2 turds that give me crap. Well, I guess that's what you have to deal with. See, I don't like dealing with turds. Okay, I'm used to just writing checks for millions of dollars for radio and TV for the last 50 years. That's what I've done. But then someone giving you crap, and I don't like it, but again, I guess I have to deal with this. Here's Valley, here's Mike, here's basically D-Light. Okay, what do we got? We got other people as well. All right, so guess what? We got other people on this side too. So again, we have 4 people on this side closed in escrow, and the first thing they said to me, all 4 of them, please don't give out my name. Why? Because I don't want my friends and family to know I got income coming in. All right, you see, it's weird. It's really weird for me. I want my 50 million people that I've analyzed to tell people the truth, and they won't. I got 39 million millionaire clients, I made millionaires, and they don't want to tell people. It's like they don't want to tell people they got to millionaire status. See, it's really weird. It's like my clients that own houses or real estate. What happens is very simple. All right, would you lease a piece of property to your friends and family? And almost everyone says, hell no. So again, what do? Keep the live engaged, turning your camera off. Should static be in a way? I don't know what that means. Okay, let me screenshot it. Okay, let's do that. Okay, podcast results in live becoming for you for feed. What does that mean? Eligible. Okay, let's read it again. Keep your live engaging. I'm trying to turn your camera off, showing. All right, I'm not turning my camera off. Can you people see me or what? Okay, turning your camera off, showing. Okay, images or being away from being a long period of time. Result. Okay, I'm not trying to be away. Okay, can people see me or what? I don't know what this silly mean thing means. But again, this is the frustration I get with TikTok. Okay. So again, if you can see me, can folks say yes, 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 please? You've been around 30-some odd years, winning picks. What does that mean, winning picks? I don't get that. Okay, we can see you on TikTok. Okay, good. Fantastic. That's what matters. Okay, this is Johnny Appleseed. Fantastic. Thanks, Johnny. So let me go back to this and see. Hopefully, I don't get this weird notes again. So what happens is very simple. Clients, and I've done this for 50 years. Or someone saying winning peaks, what does that mean? It says no. You can't see me, and someone else says it can. It's like, which is it? I mean, that just drives me nuts. I want to focus on helping you today, but then I get this. Can't see you on TikTok, okay? Now it says it can't see you. Okay, so what do? We went live, they can't see me. How they can't see me, I have no idea. Okay? All right, what do? I don't know. Okay, put the wallpaper up. Okay, fantastic. All right. Sorry, this is embarrassing because I didn't want it to work. But what happens all the time is like crazy stuff. Okay, I'm learning this stuff, and that's the terrible thing. I mean, I was just used to one thing. Literally just writing checks for radio and TV for 50 years, and that was fun. It was easy that way. Okay. That didn't work. Okay, I get to see that doesn't work. Trying to see if I can find who would flip the camera. Okay. There's camera flip. Okay, let's try that. Mirror your there. Now let's flip the camera. Ay. This is weird. I haven't had this problem for 16 weeks, but now I have the problem. Hey, there I am. Maybe it was flipping the camera. Who knows? Ay. Crap. Ay. Sorry. You know, I wish my team was here in the morning. Okay? There you are. There I am. Okay? I mean, years ago, it's amazing. I can just tell you the truth. That's just me. I'm just going to be honest and blunt. In 2009, I had my engineers. I was on my stage, held 800 people in my office at one technology driver over in Spectrum. One technology driver over in Spectrum. Sorry, sometimes I stutter and it just frustrates me. That's why I don't like being in front of a crowd, all right? Sometimes I have to get myself psyched up not to stutter. But even that's just me. You know, when you have an IQ off the chart, which I do, you write with both hands at the same time and you stutter and literally you got total recall, it kind of pisses people off. As a kid, I was told I was a piece of you-know-what. Or I was basically special or whatever. It was always a downer. The engineers in 2009, all the time for I got the first million, it was easy. First $1 million in the bank, I did that hell at 15 years old. All right? It's like everything you try to grab, there's always a problem. See, I put this out there when I was 16 years old. 16. I don't know how to explain it to you, but at 16 years old, I put this out there, and I had a beard at 12. No one could figure my age out. But I lied when I was basically a kid. When I was 14 to pick up my Lamborghini, I borrowed someone's birth certificate. It said I was 5 years older than I was, okay? So it was easier. I like when it's easy. I like when it's easy. Ay. But what do? Is this your birthday? Yesterday was. Thank you, Carson. Okay? So again, all right, not easy, frustrating at times because of what happens. You know, when I started anything I tried to do, I would have a patent. I was inventing products as a kid. Okay, I was always one of those people trying to blow up the house or the garage or the remote control of the garage, whatever. I created something called Car Finder. I went for the patent, and all of a sudden I got an envelope in the mail, and it was a letter to me saying, would you like to sell your patent? Okay, all right, they want to offer me $1 million in a percentage of the business. Now I'm 15 years old, okay? And I'm trying to figure this out. And it's like, hell, I had patents I was writing at 13, 14, and that's not possible. They didn't know how old I was anyway, so it's not possible. Here I'm writing patents at 12, 13, 14 years old, and they offer me $1 million. What am I going to do? I said yes. So by the time I put this out there at 16 years old, I'm driving a Lamborghini Countach, Orange Coast College part-time. I tested out at 2-week of junior high. I didn't have to go to high school. It'd be wasting my friggin' time. But I was always keeping to myself because of one reason. I was an orphan and used and abused as a kid. It sucks. I found myself at the library. They'd always say, where's Ray? He's at the library hiding. I was reading about 15 books a week as a kid. So I created my first $1 million, put this out there in 1976. As of yesterday being my birthday, I've helped people exactly 50 years. 50 years I've been trying to coach people, all right, 6 days a week, Monday through Friday, all right, 4 times, or literally twice a day, Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday I get 6 classes. So the bottom line is simple. I didn't know I was going to help people forever. I just wanted to make some money. I wanted to pay my bills. I wanted out of hell. I just wanted out of hell. Do you understand out of hell? I don't want out of hell. This is me. So it's frustrating because my engineers all the time here are making millions and millions. I got to my first $1 billion structure. I'm 21 years old. I'm telling people what to do. I'm in charge. All of a sudden you get knocked down. It's like, oh, what do you do next? The people you count on are turds. Most people you count on let you down. It kind of sucks. So again, what do? I got to the $2.6 billion structure. I decided to do everything for free for people. Let's help everybody for free. Nobody wanted to play with me. Good morning, Tony. Good morning. Okay, let's have fun. Carson, good morning again to you too. But what happens? I realized they didn't want to play when I was 26 years old with $2.6 billion in structure. I didn't tell anybody what I have, none of their damn business. So I can relate to the people today saying, please don't tell my name if you give me auto income or a house or anything else, because people don't want people to know, because everyone's in line for money. I mean, this world's half the world is freaking lazy. They're lazy. It's like ridiculous. The other ones expect someone, because you do good, they give it to you, to give it to them. It kind of sucks. Good morning, Mike. How you doing? What are the basic words? Well, the reality is very simple. I mean, I don't know what you're going into. I'm talking about my story. But again, what do? So what do? We structure. So it's like today. I have 4 people close escrow on this side over here. And the first thing, they all said one thing. Please do not give out my name. Okay? Because I like to say hi to people on TikTok and social media. Say, hi, Mike. How, Bill? Hey, Jay. How you doing? Hey, Kim. All right, there's Mandy. Okay? And they say, please don't give my name out. Okay? All right. So again, what do? It's like my people I do real estate for all the time, and I help them. And I got people who have houses, and I tell you, you're wasting your money on that single family house, okay, because you don't make enough money. When you close escrow, what are you getting in some states? $200, $600? That's the frustrating thing you got. You're not making enough money. Here's Millie. Good morning, Millie. So again, I do 2 things on that. That house that you fixed up to lease it out, you're counting on a person. First question I ask everybody for 50 years is, are you going to lease it to a friend and family member? And the reality is they say no. And some say, hell no. Okay. So again, I guess people learn over the years to... So the bottom line is simple. So they don't want to have their friends and family. I guess they get taken advantage of. How many of you have been ripped off by a friend and family member? Maybe that's what it is. Good morning, Laura. How you doing? Okay. So again, what do? Let's structure, finance, and dream real estate and money and what you do. See, here's our problem with most people. Husband and wife, they got married. That's not the problem. The problem is they have wife, kid, dog, cat, fish, and they get stuck in this situation they don't like. Then they want to take and start a business, and they take the money from their family and roll the dice. I think that's kind of wrong. There's a better way to do it. Like when I came out with winning the game of business. You see, just because I had the first $1 million in the bank when I created this, and I'm showing people how to structure a business, back here it was simple. Corporations own corporations. I studied Rich and Famous since I was a kid. My favorite was John D. Rockefeller. He's my hero. I watched this guy in studies, not because I wasn't back then, but he had irrevocable trust and had assets in billions and billions. See, everybody has to learn one thing. Most rich and famous people don't have probate and do the things you do. They don't screw it up like you do. Sorry, but they don't screw it up like we do. So again, the bottom line is very simple. Here's Don. Thank you very much for sharing the live, share the live. So creating this wasn't hard. Thank you for joining the fan club. So it said, I got money in the bank and I'm learning, I'm structuring. I've been reading books since I was a little kid, as they said, hiding at the library. That's what I did. Then you get sucked out of T-Week junior high, you test it out, government puts you in a program, and blah, blah, blah. I learned more by reading books and life kicking my ass than anything else. So again, winning the game of business was my first series. So it was easier having my engineers or people around me helping me. But again, when you die in a coma in 2009, okay, and you get someone stealing your 3.7 billion, what do? You get to survive in the coma. I died, came back, okay. My wife's freaking out, I gotta rebuild my life. It took me 6 weeks to get my next $1 million. Okay, so again, I'm fighting to get my stuff back. You gotta go to court, oddity, crap. I mean, just every bloodsucker and every crook and every system wants to kick your assets, and you gotta fight through the pain. But if you want easy, it's not easy. If you want easy, you gotta go listen to some other bull crap. Me, I'm gonna tell you we're gonna work our tails off. I'm gonna teach you how to do everything yourself if you want to. If you want to. If you want we to do it together, you elect me as a CFO. So let's write down CFO. Chief Financial Officer. Let's say you want me to help you in some ways, I can do that too. If you want me to do all the work for you, I will. See, the goal should be auto income. You know, when I bought my first Jack in the Box, I was 19. I bought it through a corporation. I learned one thing about Jack in the Box. It's ran by a management company. The owner doesn't work there. It's like Wendy's. I love Wendy's restaurants as an investment because the owner doesn't work there. It's an auto income. So it's like when I wrote the books on laundromat, car wash years ago, about 47 years ago, it wasn't to buy them and run them. It was to buy them and as a management company manages it for you. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, everyone. So understand. If today we actually took a picture of this is your future. On this screen, it's on here. It's on the back of the screen right there. But here, it's over here. Here, I want to show you one thing about getting your 750. I've seen so many people full of crap trying to get your score. All right, say, I'm going to repair your credit. This is the interest rate. This is your travel. This is your I'd see a bad damn circus. So I've had to get used to it a little bit. This is my 16th week. And I'm trying the best I can. It's like the camera being backwards. Okay, it's never happened. It's going to happen again. Well, what do we do? Good morning, Ashley. See, the bottom line for all of you is you go in and out and you scroll through, TikTok or social media. Have you ever slowed down just a little bit and understand if you had a foundation, you could build the money for the dream? Foundation and structure. See, I have 39 million millionaire clients. They don't want me to give out their name. That's why. All right, good morning, D. It's like the 50 million people I put in the database that I've analyzed and I've taught them division process. See, I'm the coach that we're coaching Carlton Sheets people. Okay, not all of them, most of them. Dave Delgado and Russ Dalby. I'm the coach's coach. I've been out there for 50 years helping people 6 days a week for free. Free. Why? Because I made a promise when I was 7. And that's why I've been doing it. Simple. So again, today, listen and learn. And I'd like you to tap the screen, share, subscribe to all the things for you too. But again, today at 3 o'clock, if you have the time, and if you want to change your life, it's simple. All right, I will show you what a blueprint is. I will demonstrate for an hour and a half a blueprint of repackaging your whole life, repackaging you. House, car, kids, white, catfish, and $1 million. You see, today, we're going to show you how to structure this right. But I need your tablet and pen ready for you. I need you to have some stickies in front of you. And then I need you to have your personal credit cards in front of you. Now, why would you want to listen to Ray Reynolds? Well, let's see. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough at TRW. I came with the oldest card in the 29% rule fluctuation. Every card you have needs a sticky in the back of the card. It's sticky. It's like when we dissect a card. Every card has a personality. This is a $10,000 card, $10,000. 10,000, what does that mean? Well, the back of it, I have to put a sticky. See, my goal is this. On the 10,000, if I spend more than $2,900, I've screwed up. See, I wrote the rules, so it's very simple to understand. $2,900, I'm in the green. $3,000, I'm in basically yellow. 5,000 I'm in the red. So I have to realize one thing, for people like you, all people, not just not picking on you, you've used the wrong fluctuation rules. Fluctuation kills your dreams. It kills the credit. Here's a 50, here's a 10. Most people don't have a $50,000 venture card. Hell, I do. My wife does too. What do? This is, you have to understand this. Break it down, break it down. So what our goal should be is let's understand fluctuation first. The next thing is these cards don't fluctuate. Golds and platinums never fluctuate. I got American Express 18 years ago to put a POT on the American Express Gold and Platinum, POT. That's very simple, paid over time limit. They used to just be, you have to pay them off every month, and you can charge up to $1 million, and they have to verify your information, blah, blah, blah. American Express is a pain in the asset. Okay, what does that mean? If you want to use it past $25,000 to $100,000, they're going to put you through a review. They're going to freeze your account. When they find out your credit drops, they shrink your limit every time. And they review you, then they close your case down. That's what they did for Ryan. Ryan Alexander, who's bought my books 20 years ago, is out there being a coach. You don't need him as a coach, to be honest with you. It's just my opinion. We had a conversation on a Zoom, and I couldn't get him to do what I wanted him to do. Two things I asked for him. Please quit advertising you have a $950,000 American Express card, because you don't. They took it away from me 3 years ago. I'm an affiliate. I can check things out all the time. So again, as we look at these things that are out there, I told him flat, would you please take that down? Okay. I asked him very nicely. We were talking and debating. I said, you didn't have to get upset that day and F to the school and the degree when a guy asked if he has a degree. But he went on and on. The following week, I'll watch him say F to the banks, then give you what you want. So I told him, this is a fraud. You don't have that. They took it away from 3 years ago, so why put it in your background? Okay? I'm not going to show a $1 million card because it's ridiculous. I'm not going to show you something I have that you can't get yourself. So if I show it, you think you're going to get it. That's not true. All right? Then I asked them to remove the book for the kids. Quit telling a parent to take a credit card and give an authorized user to their kid who's a minor, okay, for $100 to help their credit. No. First of all, the card's older than the kid, so it's against the Fair Lending Act. Then if they jack it up, they screw up the kid's credit card. No, I got all those reviews. I'm going to do it. Okay. See, on TikTok, it's like you have to listen to these silly people, some of them. I just like to tell you the truth. It's like I called him Howdy Doody. He tells you to sell your car, all right, to your irrevocable trust that holds all your assets. If you did that and you bump someone's car, then they sue the irrevocable trust that owns your assets. I just see a lot of circus clowns and dumb. I'm sorry, I don't like it. So I'm going to correct some things, then I'm going to prove my things as well, and hold in between all that to make some sense. To make some sense for you. It's like today. If everybody right now would do one thing for yourself, let's watch. I'll show you how to do this yourself so you don't have to hire a credit repair, okay, or anyone say they're a damn coach or they're not a coach. First of all, you take your utility bills right now. Good morning, Robert. Utility bills and your credit card bills. What do? You go paperless. Paperless. You go automatic payment. Since I set up the system, all right, in 70s, oldest card fluctuation rules, I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. I built $60 billion of credit over the years for my clients and myself. Not hard to do when you know what you're doing. So again, what happens? The moment you go paperless, automatic payment on the credit cards themselves, remember, I wrote a program for TRW back then called Fast Pay, Quick Pay. Fast Pay, Quick Pay. If you make an extra payment weekly or bi-weekly, the credit score is going to go up anyway. The moment you do this, you call 888-567-8688. It opts out for 5 years to a lifetime on the national mailing list. That's what you should do for yourself. That's what you should do. So again, as we look at these things, what are we trying to do? If I went off the national mailing list, see, that's how you're on the black web. They sell you information every second of the day. So if you call that number, it's how what I just say to you right now is in front of you over here on TikTok. Okay, it's right there on the screen. So you take a picture of that. Now, if you ever want your scores to go up and away faster and quicker, you put yourself in a rapid refresh. So let's write down a rapid refresh. It's simple. See, 49 years ago, almost 50 years ago, I created Rapid Score for mortgage companies. I said I was in the beginning because I was. That's what it is. It's as of yesterday being my birthday. Yesterday was actually my 50th year helping people. So again, that's pretty simple. So what do? Rapid refresh. It actually blocks crappy credit. It can block credit. Okay, 888-567-8688. Why don't you take a picture of what's in front of you? The phone number's right there. It's called opt out. Take a picture. It's right there. So if you do what it says right there, okay, you're going to have a 750 score as fast as possible. Thank you, Don. Thank you. Okay? God gave me another day. I'm thankful. Yesterday being the birthday and today as well. Fantastic. So if we opt out, now what happens? You get off the national mailing list. The next thing is, please, before you screw up your credit again, increase your limits. Before you lost your job today. I lost my job. Honey, what am I going to do? Next week. What if we needed money? See, if we look at it correctly, every one of us should have 100,000 of personal credit. 100,000. Why? Because you need $71,000 of safety when old blank hits the fan. Ay. Thank you too. So again, we need what? 150,000, because that gives us 71,000 of safety. See, we don't want to bring the pain home, but the reality is very simple. Thank you. I appreciate that. So again, what happens? If I increase my limits before I jack them up, it's better. Remember, all cards but two fluctuate. So if we have this 50 or this 10 here, I want to get you 7 of these, 1 of these. Is that okay? I have millions and millions of dollars on my dashboard as an affiliate. I could actually help you, rebuild you. But we don't do credit repair. Do this yourself. You don't need me. You need my knowledge. Okay, I'll give you that. You need the knowledge and rules and tools. So my programs have always been very simple. You do it all, teach you out. I'm online twice a day, Monday through Friday, and 6 times on Saturday, giving you classes for free. I've been doing things for 50 years as of yesterday. All right, 50 years exactly. Okay, as of yesterday, 6 days a week. I was basically every Tuesday, Orange County, every Wednesday, Bonneville, Los Angeles, every Thursday, Ontario, every Saturday in Long Beach. 32 years, I won the award for being the second largest advertiser in California. It was easier just writing checks for millions and billions of dollars for radio and TV. I've done that for 50 years. Now, I tried this TikTok thing and social media 16 weeks ago. Now, in 16 weeks, I got almost 60,000 followers. How am I doing so far? Am I okay? I don't know if other people get that or not, so I don't know what they actually do. I watch other people, and it's like, ay. I don't like somebody saying you're a loser when you don't make $400,000 a year. You're not a man. You don't insult someone's manhood. But that's a client who bought my books years ago. His name is Grant. Bye. Sell me the water. I don't like silly crap like that. But you get it out there all the time. Then you get howdy doodies out there. See, these don't fluctuate. Write it down. The only reason I don't want you to have a gold and a platinum card is they don't fluctuate, which means very simple. It means, I'm trying to reach for them, sorry. All right, so they don't fluctuate. So I have an emergency. Now, the gold card, platinum, okay. All right, they're going to say it's expensive. No, it's not. They make 10,000 points, it was $60. You actually reimburse yourself twice within a year. This gets you the lounge. This gets you first class, you know what you're doing. You get points for all this stuff. So again, they're just as good. That bill card's a piece of crap. All right, you got 80% saying it's crap, 20%, oh, it's great. Now, the Gary V's of the world. Okay, F your grandma. The only reason he's popular, he's been out there for 15 years, in my opinion. I sent him a case of soap. I actually joined him to a soap club, okay? I'm sending him a bar of soap every week. Because I don't think you have to say F your grandma, F your parents. So I'm sending him soap every week for the fun of it. I want to get his attention. He comes in and out here once a week anyway to check it out. All right, no problem. So today, structure finance. If you did what I just said to do, and let's look at the screen over here, it shows it here, over here. This is going to be about income. This is a division process. This is 10,000 per division, up to 100,000 a month. So that's what these people over here are doing. Again, yes, I won't give you first names. All right, I'm going to keep that promise for you. What happens? Again, real estate. Please don't tell people I got that house. They won't lease it to their friends and family. Why? Most people think, no. Friends and family take advantage and they rip you off. Okay, maybe that's what happened to you. Sorry if it did. They put it to the corporation. LLC, let's write them down. Come on, let's write them down for the fun of it. An LLC, there are 9 types. 9 types of LLC. Okay, 9 types. So we look at the 9 types, no problem. So again, 9 types of LLC. If you have one, what kind do you have? Okay. The next thing is the LLC was created based on sole proprietor. So let's go back to history, and I've been studying law and accounting my whole life. So what they did, sole proprietor, all right, DBAU, they turn it in LLC, limited liability company. Some books even say corporation because it tends to be. What happens? So the LLC, you put your name on it. You named you. That's called dumb. You name what it does, dumb number 2. It actually does business, dumb number 3. See, the reality is this. If an LLC does business and they sue it, they sue you. It's just the truth. Sorry, it's the truth. See, you're the only voice it has. You're on the officer's list. You're on the bank account. It's all you, no matter what you do. So the reality is if they sue it, they tend to sue you. And there's the problem. They sue you. Now, when they sue you, they sue your spouse. Then you're in a deposition. And it's like, oh, crappity, crappity, crap. If somebody tells you that's not true, it's just a lie. I want to get no, I want Wyoming. Wyoming's crap when it comes to LLC. It's a bunch of hooey. If you buy into that crap, the reality is simple. You're pissing away money. That's just my opinion. So what do? What if we have an LLP? Let's write that down. How about a C Corp, closed corporation? How about an S, single filing corporation? How about we have a nonprofit? You love Wyoming. I think Wyoming's okay, but for a corporation, hell no. You can't open a bank account in Wyoming unless you have a physical address, and you can't use registered agent. You can't use shared office space. Banks catch you. They shut it down all the time. So you might love Wyoming, but tell me you have $1 million in the bank like I do. Tell you brought in billions by the time you're 21. You did not. So you can do your way all day long. All of you can. I brought in 60 billion of credit for my clients over the years myself. I became a corporate billionaire at 21, 2.6 billion 26, 3.7 billion 29, or 2009. Just look at the yachts in the backyard back then. Go for it. See, the reality is very simple. You live in Wyoming. Okay, that's simple. Now, Paul, that would make sense because you have an address. It's easy, real. Paul lives in Wyoming. Okay, you would pick that state. I would tell everyone to incorporate your own state. Why? Because you don't want to circumvent your state. That's how you get in trouble. There's a way to do it through a paper trail correctly. I don't need Wyoming or Nevada or Delaware until I'm in the profit zone. But again, we're not to the $3 to $5 million yet. If you want to get that, you go structure your own state. I'll always start in California because I was born and raised in California. But do I have other corporations in other states? Yes. I am the second largest registered agent. No, I'm the first, by the way. See, I'm the first registered agent in the world, if you don't know that. I have sold or given away more corporations on planet Earth than anybody times 10. And I would pick my parent company if I get to 3 to 5 million, Nevada. That's the only state to pick. I've sold more Nevada corporations on planet Earth than 10 times anybody to this day. So I was the king of satellite there, right? And the king of Nevada, blah, 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 blah. So what do? Incorporate your own state, please, first. You're in Texas, do it Texas, okay? You're in Arizona. You're in Alaska, please. Do your corporation in your state. See, you don't want to waste a lot of money yet. If you had one of these categories, again, let's go LLC, LLP, C Corp, nonprofit, PC. 6 types of corporations. Supreme Court said, right, in the law, sorry, it's a public record, not here to be safe an attorney. They said a corporation is a legal person. So in other words, the LLC, LLP are legal people. That's why there's a tax ID. Tax ID receives money, doesn't pay tax so it's profitable. Your SSN is taxed when you get your check. So understand, unfortunately, sorry to say, most of you don't understand what is called an SS5. It's a form. You see, when we get an SS4 form, it's for TIN or EIN or tax ID. That's what it's for. They call 3 things to confuse the hell out of us. They do it on purpose. But again, in SS5, you should actually understand what that is. SS5. The IRS today has an SS5 form on all of us on file. That's how they track our income. See, without you knowing these things, you're screwing up. It's like when Nixon took the gold standard out in 1971. This became a Federal Reserve note. Federal Reserve note. Went to a sole proprietor LLC. That's correct. So again, Federal Reserve note. Since All right, August 71, Nixon took the gold standard out. Now, if you share today, you subscribe, please get this book for free. It's very simple. Everything's backwards today. The cleaners moved everything backwards yesterday. It's like, yeah. What do you do? That's at the office here. So what do we do? Get the book for free. It's called Starting Out Right. Starting Out Right is a book for everybody in high school, college, and even for you. This will give you the rules and tools, and it's free today if you do it in the link tree. Very simple. If you buy it on the open market, it's 25 bucks. So free. Get it for free. So as we play this game, share the life, share the life. So what happens? This is going to give you the rules and tools I set up in the late 70s about credit. Oldest card, okay, in fluctuation. You're welcome, Paul. So again, let's understand. If you get this, please do me a favor and do it for my birthday of yesterday. If you want to give me a birthday present, it would be great. Yesterday. All I want you to do is download it for your kids, high school, college, your grandkids. I want you to download it for yourself as well. And then I want you to put it in your email and send it to everybody for free. I could not pull you up on Linktree. Well, it's in the Linktree. So again, what do you do? So again, Jay can help you here. Mindy will help you here. Kim will help you here. These are clients, and they like to help me administrate this in the morning because I'm learning this as the bouncing ball. If you can't find it in the Linktree, it could be because you're on your cell phone versus a computer. Next thing is, that's how people have told me. You can always call 800-254-9506. It's the office number, but no one's here for about 2-3 hours more. We have 3:55 in the morning, so it's 3:55 in the morning, okay? So let's focus. All right, good, fantastic. Now, get the book for free for yourself and your kids. Download it, put it in your email. Please send it to everybody you can. I just want to change the world. If you can help me, I'd love to help you. The next thing is the rules and tools I gave you about your credit right there on that screen here on TikTok. Take a picture of that. If you do that exactly right there, what it says to do, take a picture of that. Let me move out of the way right there. Clickety, clickety, clack. Okay? That's how you get your 750 score within 90 days. That's it. In 90 days, it'll go up on the way. That's how I designed it. You do not need Ryan Alexander. You don't need Howdy Doody. You don't need this person about blah, 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 points and, blah, blah, blah. You don't need credit repair. Okay? Sorry. You don't need your credit, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, you don't need those things. Here's something else for you today. Since I set up this system in the 70s and 80s, oldest card, fluctuation rules and tools, I don't want you hiring credit repair, but you can if you want to. All right, I tell you, wasting your money, you're going to rip you off. Credit repair is against federal law. It's public record. I'm not here to be an attorney. It says in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, no one can collect money up front to do credit repair. They must be nonprofit. They must have a bond, be registered in the Attorney General's office, and none of these yo-yos are. How about you learn to do it yourself? Winning the credit game is right here, okay? Winning the credit game, today, it's usually $50 on the open market. Do yourself a favor, it's free in the Linktree, free. So I want you to go through this. It gives you all the rules and tools you need. Also, you'll see me on the back, part of the Lamborghini collection. See, all right, I was so bored at one time in my life, I bought 21 cars, Ferraris and Lamborghinis, just for the hell of it. Okay, very simple. So again, you'll see that in the book as well. So what I want you to do is realize one thing, I'm not full of crap. I will help every one of you if you want to get there. It's going to be up to you if you want to get there. Now, years ago, training Ken Yarbrough at TRW, we came up with the oldest card, fluctuation rule of 29%. Good morning, Larry. How you doing? Say hi, hi, hi. Now, Ken Yarbrough and I wrote a book. Okay, brother, do you provide trade? Oh, hello. Larry, trade lines are fraud. Trade lines are fraud. Let's understand. If I add you to my credit system, I have a dashboard of 62 million of credit. Can I use a card to help you? Yes. But are you going to do credit repair? No. It's you can do yourself, put on track. Trade lines are fraud. Shelf corporations, all right, you only need 2 years anyway. I watched the guy the other day. That's what really bothered me. It's business corporate crap. He follows me. I don't want him to follow me anymore. He's talking about a shelf corp being 10,000, and then you have to have a website and all this. He made it sound like it's impossible. You need a corporation that's 2 years old. That's it for a line of credit. Line of credit at the bank, they're going to give you $150. These are your 4 banks. These are 150s. What do you do? 150. All right, here's Chase, 150. Here's U.S. Bank, 150. Here's B of A, 150. Here's U.S. Wells Fargo. So you don't need trade lines. Here's the problem about a trade line. When you apply for credit the next time, you're telling the people that's your credit. That's against the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Lending Act. You're lying, it's not yours. If I add history, because I add you to a card, because we have a relationship, there's a difference. The difference is I get you a card off one of my cards. But again, what would happen is very simple. That's not against the rules. You can add an authorized user anytime you do things, which is pretty important. But again, it's just a way to get to the process. So please don't do trade lines. But again, I'm going to tell you they're crap. You don't need them. Hey, Larry, why don't you do this? 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today, before you spend $5,000, okay? Why don't you go online with me at 3 o'clock? Every one of you today, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Look at your time zone, please. All right, happy birthday, belated birthday, sir. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's look at our time. It's 4 o'clock. I'm 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. What time zone are you in? Look at the difference between time. So when I go 3 o'clock my time zone today, okay, 3 o'clock, what am I going to do? Well, let's understand something. I'm going to demonstrate for an hour and a half what is called the blueprint. Larry, I will show you actual cards that you could add to, I can add to you as long as you have a written agreement. Not trade line crap. Not trade line crap. Time is that is Eastern time. All right, I'm in Boston, well, Massachusetts. Well, Boston. So you're Eastern. So right now, instead of 4 o'clock with my time, it's 7 o'clock your time. So figure it's 10 o'clock your time, okay? How's that? All right, is that right? Did I screw that up or right? So I go 3 o'clock. No, 3 o'clock is basically 3 o'clock my time's 3 hours. Okay, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 o'clock your time. I'm sorry. I'm going the opposite direction. So again, go back to this. We're talking AM. All right, this afternoon, PM. So again, this is AM right now. Okay, we have 4 o'clock in the morning here. I get online at 3:15 every morning, and I'm online at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday through Friday for fun of it. For free to help you and answer your questions and guide you as much as you allow me to. Now, go back to this. When I was doing the consulting for TRW, Ken Yarborough, I came with oldest card, fluctuation, 29% rule. We wrote a book together. Ken and I wrote a book called New File. He wanted to set up new credit files for people, because like how we did for witness protection. I didn't want to do that. Once we got done with the book, I realized Ken wants to lie a little bit. I don't want to lie. He called it file segregation. I basically put it on the shelf. I didn't want it out there in the first place. So what happens? Here, the back of every book would show you, I hold the record at the time in 1981, highest kick on the planet, 13 feet, fastest kick. I'm a very disciplined person. Been in martial arts since I was 4. One of the 21 cards in the collection, one of the mansions, one of the odds, okay? So the reality is you're going to find out I'm not full of crap. I've been helping people 6 days a week, twice a day, Monday through Friday, 6 times on Saturday classes. No one's done that besides me. So if you want to listen and learn, it's very simple. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock in your area right now. All right, Larry. But when I go on 3 o'clock my time, Pacific Standard Time, add 3 hours to it. So it'll be 6 o'clock your time, okay? So 3 o'clock today, tap the screen, share the live, help me you. Very simple, what do we do? The goal is to help everybody. On this side over here, they get to see this, you're not seeing this. Take a picture of this, please. Now with my face is this, take a picture of this. Here's your future, okay? Here's your future. What does that mean? I would like you do what you do today. Make your money, that's fantastic. Make the money you're making today, do everything you're doing, fantastic. Not a problem. What happens is for you, all right, I would like to set up your LLC, C Corp, S Corp, whatever you got, or add to it. I could add credit reports to it, I could add credit history. All right, so here's, all right, hi back here, hi to you too. Okay, mutes, brain, I don't know what it says anyway. Sorry, scroll back pretty fast. So that's great. Now, today I want you to focus on something. On this side here, I had them basically do the mouse pad this side. Here, I want you to take a picture of this on this side. Take a picture, please. Take that picture. Okay? I don't know if it reflects or not. Just take the picture. Here's what I told them on the other side to do. What does this mean? If you do exactly what I tell you to do, you literally, within 90 days or less, could have that 750 score. You don't need to hire credit repair. You don't need to hire basically somebody that says he's a coach and pay their $25 a month or crap. I'll teach you for free. Free. Okay, that's what you should do. So if you join the live, share the live today, please, 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 let me help you. You get your books for free for, why not? I mean, it's, what does it cost me to have you get books for free? Nothing. I spend my time to help people. I made a promise when I was 7 years old. So again, please, everyone, get this book for free. Open market is $25. But again, it's called Starting Out Right for the kids in high school and college. That's what it is. If you get a copy for yourself, as a favor, since people keep saying happy birthday yesterday, I appreciate that. Put in your email. Send it to everybody. Send it to everybody. Good morning, Mindy. How you doing? Okay. I will call you today. We'll call the office. Again, I gave the number. 800-254-9506 on your Central Time. So you're probably on 4 o'clock. You're probably basically 6 o'clock. Eastern Time is probably 7 o'clock. But again, we adjust our time. So I don't know if that's correct, to be honest with you. Okay. I don't know if it readjusts in the other states as well, and if you do time zone or not. Even though the law changed, we don't have to, but we still do. So again, what do you do? Okay, thank you. Join this new sound effect stuff. It's kind of nice, neat. See, I'm starting to like TikTok and these people. I like the attention. I like them paying attention, and I like them changing their lives. Okay, I'm sorry. I got 4 people on this side. They closed escrow last week. All right, escrow. The lowest one is about little over 3,000. Most of the other ones are 9,000. What does that mean? Now, they asked me not to give their names. I like giving names. And they go, no. It's like Linda. I show Linda all the time, Linda Kelly, because she became my client in 1986. I made her a millionaire 5 times. Her project in Texas is basically the Hyatt Hotel, converted to the Blueprint Apartments, named after me. People don't like giving their names, because their friends and family get in line and say, hey, help me. Unfortunately, this world's full of a lot of lazy people. Unfortunately. There's lazy people everywhere. Not you, of course. Half the people are lazy. If you want to go get it, it's foundation. Is it easy? This world's going to spit you out and knock you down 1,000,000 times. Every time you turn around, there's always a turd giving you crap, or you're trying to get past it. You're trying to help people. It kind of sucks when they knock you down. Now, understand something. Okay, one of my books we're working on right now, I've written 67 books so far. We have several being edited right now. This one's called Always Good. Thank you, Jesus, is what it is. So we're working on this. I've been offered to do a documentary on Netflix, okay? So they want us to do an outline of my life story so they can basically produce it on Netflix and give me a couple $1,000,000 and all kinds of fun stuff. This last Saturday, this was our schedule. Every Saturday, you can spend the day with Ray if you want to. Okay? All right? So again, what do? The number. 800-254-9506 is our number to the office. We're basically 4 o'clock right now. Nobody will be here for 2.5 hours. So again, look at your watch, look at your time zone. It is 4:07. So I don't know what time zone you're in. I'm in Pacific Standard Time. This is basically 4:07 a.m. in the morning. Now, this afternoon, I will be online at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, p.m., okay? All right, 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tap the live, share the live, join, please. Get your books for free, please. I want to help you for free. Isn't that fun? I've given corporations for free for 50 years. 50 years. Get them free. 25 open market, $50. It's simple. Thank you, Mitty. She puts a phone number to post it as well. So if we go back to basics, for me, when I had my patents and I was writing them when I was 12, 13 years old, I got an offer by the time I was 14 and a half, all right, and I created Millionaire's Founder's Kit. And then I created, simple, winning the game of business. This is 1976. I was 16. $1 million in the bank helping people, trying to help them. But I had a beard at 12, so I lied. I literally got a driver's license. I lied. All right? I'm a sinner. I'm a sinner. I lied. I need to pick up my Lamborghini. I'm going to East Coast College part-time, driving a Lamborghini, have my race boats, race cars. I got all the crap I want. Simple. I'm just trying to help people. But then you go through crap. Why? 2009, we took out my yacht in my backyard in Huntington Harbor. Someone had a virus. I got to die and come back. I had to rebuild it because my tax attorney stole my 3.7 billion of structure. Then I fight to get it back. Then basically what? I got to fight with the auditors. The IRS owes me $400,000 and won't give me my money. This is crap. So you better be prepared to fight like hell if you want to get there, because the world's going to knock you down. They're going to spit you out. Da 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 da. So do yourself a favor. Be tenacious. Always thank God every step. Thank God. I do every second of the day, all through the whole day, because God saves us. Understand? If you take your cards, sticky time, 28% rule, don't go past that. It's green, 3,000's yellow, 5,000's red. You're screwed up. Most of you have jacked up credit, and that's why you screwed it up. Your scores are because of utilization. That's the only reason. Scores are utilization. It's a bunch of crap. That's what happens with people. So what do? These don't fluctuate. So let's pretend today you wanted to get to that $1 million status. These don't fluctuate. These are the cards you would jack up and oh, what, I lost my job, emergency kind. Maybe it took you a year to get a job. I don't know. Now, let's watch. If you have that LLC, again, 9 types, understand what it stands for, what it is. From there, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, Nonprofit, PC. That's foundation, builds structure, and finance, and dream. So that's what I would tell you to do. But again, I'm not here to be an attorney, even though I'm the largest registered agent in the world. So more corps are gave away for free than anybody times 10. And I've created 60 billion for my clients over the years and myself, over the years having fun. So what do? Now, corporation or LLC, you get these. Here's $200,000 payroll time limit in my hand. Hi, again, how you doing, Carlson? Here's $200,000 in my hand. Now, the gold or platinum cards are payroll time limit, $200,000, $100,000 each. That's all it is. Now, they're unlimited. They tell you flat they're unlimited. But if you try to use it past 25,000 to 100,000, then they audit you. They put you in basically a freeze. They do what is called a review. And if you can't prove it in your bank account, they shut it down. That's what they did to Ryan Alexander's. They shut his card down. But that's why I said, please don't advertise that 950,000. You don't have it. It's a lie. Then also, please remove the kid book. No, I want to do that. Okay. He bought my books 20 years ago. He acts like he's a coach. I teach you the whole blueprint. He's teaching you 20% you don't need. It's on the screen. What he teaches is right there in front of you. But you don't pay off your damn cars every month or a week. That makes no sense. You want to be broke? How are you going to finance the dream and offset taxes? You're not. It's like anything else. If those LLC C Corps had these cards, simple. What do we do now? We play with Chase Bank. Chase gives you ink cards, and the ink cards are $50,000 each. $50,000 each. There's 6 of them. Why would I pick on Chase? Chase gives you ink cards up to what? $50,000 each on each ink card, 6 of them. There's no interest up to 22 months. Hell, that's free damn money. Free what money? So if we wanted free money, that's what we would do, Chase cards. There are 10 cards that I would tell you to go get. Only 10. The rest of the cards suck. Again, they suck. Well, that's my opinion. But I create millions and billions while these silly people, and I'm a coach. Not a coach, okay? You're telling people what they can learn for themselves and you want money. That's ridiculous. I want to tell them everything that I need and I know to help them for free, and I don't need their damn money. Everything I want. Don't you? It's easy. You park your yachts in the backyard, I park mine. Why don't you? See, again, it's simple. You could learn to play the game to win. So I got these. This is $350,000. Okay? Here's $500,000. What would you do with $500,000 today? What would you do with it? Tell me what you would do with the $500,000 of credit to your LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, profit, non-profit. What would you do with $500,000 of credit right now? What would you do? You'd probably piss it away, unfortunately, like you've been doing your life anyway. See, my point is this. When you had money before, 25,000, 50, 100,000, you tend to kind of piss it away. Sorry. That's what happens. You'd invest in real estate, fantastic. All right? You'd be broke. How are you going to invest in real estate? So here's Killa something who came back and Cam something. How would you invest in real estate? See, here's the problem with all people. Okay? Rich and famous do not let their parent company do business. They own businesses. The businesses behind the scenes make all the money. Their marketing is their name. Their name is their marketing, okay? So if we had real estate and we bought it through the LLC, and someone slips and falls, they would sue the LLC, they'd sue you. You'd be broke again. Sucks. LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit. What if you would do and create a division? Let's write down division process. Divisions. Someone says buy a Wendy's. Okay, again, that's what I teach people to do. Wendy's. Jack in the Box. But again, you do not buy it through the LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. You buy it as a division. Come on, let's look at Wendy's. You brought up Wendy's, okay? This is Edison Francis. Okay, fantastic. You buy Wendy's. Let's understand something right now. If you bought that Wendy's restaurant, let's say you bought it from the parent company, no problem. You bump someone's car today, it's a store. You bump a car. What happens? They sue you. They sue your what? LLC. They find out in assets. You have assets. You have assets. What happens? They sue your spouse. What happens next? They sue both of you. Okay? What do you mean by divisions? Well, again, all right, I wrote the rules and tools in 84. I'm going to get to that in a second. It's called a division. Okay? So I got permission to create division process in 85, 86. So it's very simple. We're going to do this correctly. We're going to do it my way. Is that okay if we do it my way? Here we got another comment. Holding company that owns the LLC. Wrong. Okay? Wrong. You're listening to Howdy Doody. You're listening to this is dumb. Dumb. Okay? Okay? All right? Thoughts on a trust. We're going to get into that. Here's our problem. Right now, you're trying to get to where you want to go. You're trying to figure this out by you scroll through TikTok and social media. I'm going to put the puzzle, okay? Oh, good. I did it the first time. I'm getting pretty good at that. All right. So you're trying to get through your process. Let's write down CFO. Reference of 3. You always a client of mine saying reference of 3. The reference of 3 times 5 is leveraging money when you're making money. In the beginning, you're not making money. So you're getting ahead of yourself. Okay, very simple. What happens, you're trying to get your 750 score, you have to be a CFO. That's family. We have to look at God, family, money. God, family, money, that's what I do. God is first, family's husband and wife became one, then it's money. No problem. If we do this today, right here, we get to $100,000 a month. Take your picture. If you like a mouse pad, quality mouse pad, not some cheap piece of crap, I will pay for everything for you and I'll send it to you. Okay, over here you have that. Okay, take a picture of that. Let me get out of the way, take a picture. What is it? Simple. What do you do on this side? You do this. We do this side, the mouse pad. Now what do? You're trying to get to 750. As I already explained to you, using that what's method right there, you'll get to 750 in 90 days. If you need paralegals to help you prove it or remove it crap, we have that for you as well if you want. Now, I would tell you a rapid refresh, it would actually do one thing. A rapid refresh blocks your crap, okay? Puts your scores up to get more credit. Why would you want more credit? To balance your debt to ratio, because most of the stuff you have, you jacked it up. What do? Now, let's go back in time. All right? When I created Winning the Game of Business in 1976, I kept updating this. It rolls around to 1984. In 1984, I was 24 years old. Okay, 24. Okay, 24 years old. Okay, I became a corporate billionaire at 21. Okay, structure. 2.6 billion, 26. What's my problem? I got my first patent when I was about 12, 13. I'm filing it. Time I was 14 and a half, I got $1 million in the bank. So I created this at 16 to help the people of the world, if they paid attention. I had a beard at 12. Since I was 12, nobody knew how old I was anyways, none of their business. So here's real shit, okay? Out there. 50 years helping people. Being the second largest advertiser in the world. Being, all right, 60 billion for my clients and myself. Real true stuff. Set up the system, all right, TRW behind the scenes because I want Ken Yarbrough, I'm his coach. Utilization, again, what do? All cards fluctuate. So we have to put our sticky in the back of the card. Sticky. We have to dummy proof this because we're all a bunch of dummies at times. I believe that. From there, even me. These don't fluctuate. If you're on the live today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, PM, I don't know why I ever had to say PM. Someone asked, is it AM or PM? Well, I'm already here at 3:15 a.m. in the morning, so maybe that's why they ask. All right, here's Joe Driver. Okay, Joe Driver, do you want to be driving cars the rest of your life or trucks? Or would you like to own a Wendy's restaurant, Jack in the Box, storage, laundromat, car wash? So here's the problem. Your LLC today is named after you. That's dumb number one. All right, you named it what it does, dumb number two. You actually do business, dumb number three. When they sue you over the LLC, you're both screwed up. Then they sue your spouse, and then you screwed up your life. Sorry, this is what happens. If someone says an LLC protects you, okay, let's say it does. When they sue it, they sue you. You're the only voice it has. You're the only voice. Oh, you signed for the car. You signed the lease of the building. You signed for the credit card. So again, who's the duck and sheep? You are. If you take what I did in 84 and 85, very simple. I created a division process. Now let's understand what that meant. Here's the situation that happened in my life. Very simple. We're playing the game to win. And what happens is very simple. 1984. In 1984, I am known as the king of satellite television, king of satellite. Those big ugly antennas, I'm the manufacturer, distributor, wholesaler, retail store, everywhere you go. So I am basically the king of satellite television, no problem. I'm doing hundreds of millions of dollars in that industry. That's what it does, billions, no problem. At the same time, okay, what I do, or waiting until after bankruptcy is over. Hell no. If you file bankruptcy, hell, I'd want to talk to you today. I want you to cancel that sucker. It's ridiculous. Why the hell would you file a bankruptcy? Why? If they're not taking your house tomorrow in court or garnish your wages, screw that. Why would you do it? You went to a bankruptcy attorney. He or she sold you bankrupt. Sorry, I stutter. I hate that. But that's my problem. I have an IQ off the chart. I got total recall. I wrote both hands at the same time. Then I end up stuttering once in a while. It's like sucks. Wish I could just screw it in and stop it. It's just me. I have to deal with that crap. So what happens? If bankruptcy, you went to a bankruptcy attorney, they sold you a bankruptcy, what do you think they're going to sell you? A pickle or a banana? You never file bankruptcy unless they're garnishing your wages or taking your house tomorrow. There's no way in hell to have to do that. There's so many better ways. But again, you don't wait. You start doing it now. Hell, you do it the day before you start a bankruptcy. I have assets in it. It will affect my current job. Well, again, it could. They're garnishing wages. So is it a 13, 3 or 5 year payment plan? Okay. Or is it a straight 7? Again, see, I could teach you how to maneuver all that crap. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, I want you all to listen to this. I'm not here to be a sapient attorney. It says a lot of sense I can walk. Okay? On bankruptcy, it's automatic stay. All right? You're self-employed. See, this is your dumb stuff. Jason, you're not dumb, but you're doing dumb all the time. You're self-employed bullshit. You're going to be a corporation in divisions now. Today. Hell. I don't get it. Why would anybody, all right, be self-employed? That's called dumb. Because the only way you could do anything is through corporate structure. You're not dumb, you're just doing dumb, damn it. Pisses me off, sorry. So again, now, when you do bankruptcy, ladies and gentlemen, it says Federal Protection Act, automatic stay. Did you seal your bankruptcy? Just a basic question. Did anybody seal their bankruptcy? Hell no. Why not? I don't get it. Credit bureaus do not talk to courts. They're not allowed to talk to courts. They use a company called Statewide. Statewide reports all that crap from the courts to the credit bureaus. What the hell's wrong with you people? I don't get it. You have an opt-out. You haven't got off the mailing list. You screw up your credit left and right. What is going on here? I don't get it. I do not get why people bring the friggin' pain home. It pisses me off. Sorry, it just does. I don't understand. I don't understand how people, all right, sorry, don't pick on you, all right? I don't want you to be offended, but I don't understand dumb. I don't understand dumb, okay? You're not dumb. You follow stupid all the time. I don't get it. Why? I don't get it. My wife says, honey, nobody's like you. When Steve Jobs hired me, he says, I'm the greatest lateral thinker in the world. What the hell it meant for Steve? Steve was a bully. Steve didn't wear deodorant, and he wore sweaters all the time. And the only reason he hired me is I sent him my resume to his home, Federal Express, personal confidential. So it's his office too. Calls me on a Sunday. Whoever's got the cojones to do this, you're hired. See, that's all it took. So how do you seal your, okay, you're done with the bankruptcy. Again, I want to get you to know me and get to know you, okay? It's not hard to seal your record if you're whatever you have in this world. People seal their records all the time. There's certain procedures to do this. But again, if your bankruptcy is 2 years old, they don't bother it, okay? But do you want to seal it anyway? See, your problem is the lack of knowledge is sorry. I was going to say, I don't want to get banned because I say the word stupid, I get banned. Gary Vee says F the grandma and he's okay, and I can't. I don't understand this, but again, I send him a case of soap. Now I join him to a soap club. Every week, the soap club's going to send him a bar of soap. He shows up here every once in a while anyway, what the hell? So I'm sending him a bar of soap every week, just for the hell of it. I don't want to F my grandma. I never knew my grandmother. My grandmother is Nancy Randall, owns Randall Farms. See, I got born in a taxi. What happened to me? They put me in a trash can because I'm a bastard, child. They didn't want me. They were too young. I'm a piece of crap. They gave me to Mrs. Hope that she would have from hell. Mrs. Hope called me a piece of, 50 million times. I just went to the library to get away from her. Simple. I didn't like being used and abused. Take your picture. Focus on the real crap, not the bullshit, BS out there. I'm going to get banned for that word too. So guess what? Financial legacy is key. That sounds great. Only me? Show me. Everybody takes these stupid little sayings, go blah, 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 and don't have the damn foundation. Financial legacy. No, come on. Not one of you are leaving a legacy for your family. You're not. You're setting your family up for probate. Probate. That's what you're doing. Why? Because you have to have an irrevocable trust, have your LLC have 18 divisions, and have your profit nonprofit working together. That's your solution. Your problem is, ooh, that's all you're doing today. I've never watched so much dumb in my life. This is what frustrates me. I like TikTok, 16 weeks now, almost 60,000 followers, but damn, it's like 20% of these people out there going blah, blah, blah. F your grandma, don't buy a house, I own houses, you're a loser, sell your car to a trust, and then they sue the trust, they sue you. I've never watched someone dumb in my life. I watch so much, it's like, damn. 84. I'm the king of satellite television, manufacturing, distribution. Okay, I stutter more when I get pissed off. Distribution. I'm making $100 million more. Not me, the corporation, of course. I studied this stuff. My first series 50 years ago. 84, I get this damn letter in the mail. The damn letter in the mail. You have to pay franchise tax fee per corporation. What the blank? Okay? So it's like these silly people, idiots. You need 5 LLCs. No, you don't. Well, that's go dumb. What? California's $1,000 from 800. I'll say 1,000. So no, it's 800. What about the officers? What this is this? It's 1,000 freaking bucks. I get tired of dealing with a bunch of idiots sometimes. Stupid people. Sorry. These people want to put me down. I'm telling you the truth. I can't stand it. It pisses me off. 84. I got that paper. It says you got to pay franchise tax fee for every corporation. Are you kidding me? I own 11 Shakey's. I have 31 flavors. I got Subways. I got shoppers. I got condos. I got $1 billion of goodies. And you want me to pay what? What? That would have been $1 million too. If you had 5 LLCs in California, hell, you got to pay what? $1,000 per nonprofit. So profit to nonprofit. Nonprofit working in with nonprofit. Stop it. Structure builds finance and dream. You people got to get your act together. I'm so frustrated with this. I want to help people on TikTok and all these comments and you need to try. Stop. It's all BS. Until you get your act together, it's all crap. What's the act? You have to be a CFO. 1984. I went to Sacramento. I asked a basic question in 2 departments. Can I create a division under a corporation that does not have to pay franchise tax fee. Create a form, modify one. Okay, that's what they told me. Create a form or modify a form. I modified a form. In 1985 and 86, ladies and gentlemen, division process was born. I got it on every cash application for business to this day. To this day, George is asking, how do you live in peace having a big debt? George, this is called dumb. You're not dumb, but you're big debt bull crap. I don't get it. I don't understand. How can George want the American dream and be broke? How is that, George? How's that? Okay, the problem is manageable debt. All right, come on, people. Your credit cards are jacked up because you got fluctuation rules and tools. Now understand, George of the jungle, if all your cards were this, here's 7 of these, and there's a 50, and you got this, and I get you these. I didn't say jack it up. That's called dumb. I'm got to be careful that word. I get banned. I'm banned for being the way. So what do? If I got 150,000 of personal credit, that doesn't mean I jacked it up, George. Pay attention. Turn these suckers up. Make them work. That means I have 20% rule at the most. My credit, George, and all you people is an 846. It's boring as hell. So is my wife's. Boring as hell. We control corporations. We are puppet masters, literally, for millions and billions of friggin' dollars. We don't own shit. Why would you own something? If you own it, they want to take it away anyway. So, George, pay attention. Okay? I don't jack it up. That'd be kind of dumb. Dumb, da-da-dum-dum, dumb. That's what it is. I never said jack it up. So when you invest, you invest in credit. Hell no. Credit is a way you can live your life. You can't, hey, Dave Ramsey's full of crap. I've proven it for 30 years. Dave Ramsey's a liar. He's been using credit the whole damn time while he lies in front of you. I'm going to be putting his whole, when I audited him years ago and re-audit him now, and the title searches and all his assets, I'm going to confront the world and show Dave Ramsey page by page how he's been lying to the public for over 40, 50 years. He's full of crap. Okay? Okay, get money from credit. No. George, you, Jay, thank you. Listen carefully, because this pisses me off. Here, structure. I maintain my 750 score. I'm a CFO for the LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, Nonprofit, PC. I'm a CFO now. Guess what? I didn't jack this suckers up. Unfortunately, most people are jacked up already. How do we rebalance the debt? We have to. If I put myself in a rapid score today, rapid refresh, my score goes up. Within a week and a half, it goes up. Whee! I got green lights. I would get another card and rebalance my debt. A Discover card does balance transfer. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe a Navy or something. You rebalance your debt so it's manageable debt, knock off the crap. So again, this is basically a dumb statement because again, you're not focusing. I don't jack it up. The people are jacked up. 90% of entrepreneurs fail because they took money from their family. It's ridiculous. This poor guy's filing a bankruptcy in or he's hiring somebody because he's self-employed. It's called dumb. He's not dumb. He's just doing dumb. I don't understand. Now listen carefully. All right? So I'm an artist. Cannot be a CFO as I didn't study. George, you're an artist. That's great. Have your LLC with a division. You can be a CFO. George, you don't get it. Somebody wants to join, what wants you to join my life work because you know more than me? Hell no. I got an IQ of 203 off the damn friggin' chart. The government recruited me, put me in what, 14 in a damn government program. They didn't give a shit about me because I'm an orphan. They don't care. So what do? Want to use and abuse you. So George, get off your assets. You're a CFO for your family. You're a CFO for you. You're the chief financial officer for your family, your house, your wife, your kids, your dog, cat, and fish. Period. You can't be one because you're limited-minded. Maybe the glass is friggin' half empty for you. I don't get it. You're a CFO. You don't even realize it. It's ridiculous. What do we do, people? You want to be the entrepreneur? Simple. Your LLC, LLP, S Corp, C Corp, profit, PC, whatever you got, nonprofit, you get these suckers. I didn't say jack it up. Why would you do that? It's called dumb. Credit cards build score to get more. Write it down. Let's use some basic information. Credit cards build score to get more. So again, as we play this, okay? Here's someone's name is scam, poof, whatever that means, okay? Share the live, share the live. Now, what do? Let's pretend we're going to listen to me 100%. I would tell you flat out for the LLC C Corp. Now, we just put you aside over here. You get your 750. We're going to take these cards, get them to the corporation. Credit Cards Corporation. 1987, I created the dashboard that allows tax ID for credit cards. I'm trained in Yarborough in, say, late 70s, 80s. Oldest card, fluctuation rules 29%, which nobody taught you. You learn today from me. I tell you verbally, then I tell you to download the book for free. Download it for free. Why not? Hell yes. It's for your kids in high school and college. It's for you. Put it in your emails. If you want to help me, send it in your email to everybody you know for free. Okay? It's only $25 in the open market. There you go. Now you're going to learn the rules and tools they should have taught you a long time ago. Winning the credit game, I wrote that years ago too, and I update it all the time. Why? It's simple. I wrote the book called Prove It or Remove It. I wanted to counterbalance when it came to the credit bureaus that I helped. You'll see part of the Lamborghini collection. I bought 21 cars in the collection because I was bored. When I'm bored, what do? So again, your LLC, C Corp, S Corp, profit, non-profit, get these cards. So what it is. So guess what you do? These cards. Now, the corporation would get these 6 cards here. They're ink cards. So we would take every ink card, ink, right here, the ink, okay? They're all inks. These are $50,000 each. I didn't say blow it and piss it away. Again, you don't know how to manage debt or something. What's wrong with you? Or what is this, that book? Yeah, I'm going to go back to it in a second because you're late to this. That's okay. Starting out right helps you with your utilization, helps your kids in high school, college, and helps you understand credit in the first place because you're not an expert even though you think you are. All right, you're going to listen to John or Ron or Ryan, Alexander, blah, blah, blah. You don't need that stuff. It's right there on that screen. Take a picture right there, right there, right there. Take that picture. Do that, you have a 750 score in 90 days. It's ridiculous. Here's $350,000 on ink cards. There's no, all right, interest for 22 months. 22 months, okay? What do? So now I have $500,000 of credit to my LLC, my C Corp, my S Corp, nonprofit, or PC. $500,000, there you go. What would you do? You screw it up, piss it away. No, okay? You do a division, okay? Raise the program. His wife is stubborn. She wants to follow Dave Ramsey. She called him, and he called me. Well, I didn't say you're stupid. I said we do stupid. No, I don't. Nobody is stupid. We do stupid, okay? For getting credit. No. Dave Ramsey, yeah, he said you're stupid for getting credit cards. Dave Ramsey's had credit cards his whole life. Dave Ramsey filed bankruptcy. Dave Ramsey's a liar. He's a liar, okay? I'm going to be blowing it up, showing him the truth to the world, and understand the reality is how he lied to everybody for years. His $15 million building in the LLC, they would sue him. He financed it. It's crap. Dave Ramsey convinced my father-in-law, ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, he's running the LA school board, to pay his house off in Whittier. Pay his house off. Why? The next year, Ray, I had to pay $60,000 in taxes. I said, you're the ding-dong or dummy that listened to Ramsey. See, understand something. All right, tell me what an SS5 is, George. Please tell me what it is. You're all going, ooh, that's about it. Stop it. I don't get it. The SS5 connects to the SSN and the 1040. That's how you're taxed on your paycheck before you get your damn money. Nobody's telling you the truth. Even Ramsey's full of crap. It's the biggest liar I ever met in my life. Simple. So what happens? He had to pay $60,000 in taxes. He paid his house off in Fullerton, California. What happens? I said, your problem is you paid off your house. Your paycheck at your LA school board, your Dr. Robert Soltis, or your paycheck. Now, you get taxed, you get the leftover. You just took away your write-off, the only one you had. See, house payment helps you recycle money. So when I hear a grant go, don't buy a house, I got houses, sell me the water, all right, you're a loser, ay. He's just a clown. So's Ramsey. These are just clowns. You listen to clowns all the time. I told Dr. Robert Soltis, very simple, okay? I guess I got too excited. It's going to say for 10 minutes. I'm restricted. I've been spanked. Okay? For basically submit any feedback. Okay? Sorry. I get too excited. This silly stuff about TikTok banning me for saying what? The word stupid. And Gary Lee's or Gary V's going, F your grandma. I guess he can. Again, what do we do? So Dave Ramsey, I'm sorry, I don't like it. It's crap. Again, what happens? I tell Bob, I said, Bob, I want you to do me a favor. I would like you to put a loan on your house. I'd like to have your tax attorney, okay, redo your tax return for the last 3 years. Okay? He gets his tax attorney. Ray doesn't know what you're talking about. Where do you go to school? Kmart, you? I don't get it. So I had to guide the tax attorney, all right, how to do an amortization of 3 years of tax return, which you're allowed to do, and he got his money back. I said, keep the loan on the house, please, Bob. Please keep the loan on the house. Dave Ramsey's full of crap, okay? He has been for years. He lies. He puts everybody in a budget, and they're all broke, okay? You want to be broke? Listen to Dave Ramsey because he's just crap. Now, Bob and I next went into a storage unit. He says, what do I do about money and invest, okay? He says, I hear you do all this other stuff. At the time, I'm married to my wife. At the time, her name was Laura. Dr. Laura, okay? I don't know if you ever heard her before. Simple. What happens? She cheats on me, okay? Well, the Bible says I can do what? But I stayed with her for 12 years in separate beds, and I gave her $15,000 a week for 2 years because I don't want to be told I'm a... I actually still stay for one reason. My daughter, Sarah, she's at the door. Daddy, where are you going? Where are you going? She's crying her eyes because I'm moving out. My wife's cheating. No. So I said, everybody move it back. The founder seats the clients. So I said, I need 2 beds. Pick up the old bed. Simple. I stayed with my ex-wife for 12 years in separate beds for one reason, because I had to raise my 4 daughters in that marriage. During that time, I bought 12 cars. I was bored. What do you do when you're bored? Lamborghinis and Ferraris don't pay tax. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini Ferrari. Buy a spaceship. So again, what do you do? So when my ex-father-in-law and I bought a storage unit together, my proceeds were $17,350 a month. So was his. Because storage unit is a dummy business. It's a dummy business. It's for dummies. You own a storage unit. It enhances income, paycheck, or replaces it. Every dummy should own a storage unit. I mean, you drive by them every day. I don't understand. What's wrong with you? I guess these don't work. I don't get it. I bought my first Jack in the Box hell when I was 19 through a corporation. Again, his proceeds were $17,350 a month. So were mine, but they went to our corporations and divisions. In 1984, I didn't want to pay franchise tax fee for every corporation I have. Sacramento gave me permission to create an entity under the LLCs I have, S Corp, C Corp. I got them all. I got them all. I got them all for a reason. Again, they allow me to do a division under a corporation, okay, that doesn't require franchise tax fee. Now, the next thing is the division is not on the Secretary of State's website. All the pieces we mentioned are. So when they want to sue an LLC, they sue you because you're the officer. You can, oh, it's going to protect me. Oh, goody for you. When they get you in a deposition, and those 12 people over there says you compensated from the LLC, I've watched them pierce the veil all the time. Wyoming, unless you live there, it's a bunch of crap, in my opinion. Unless you live there. You don't want a foreign corporation, that's my point. Incorporate in your own state. So again, it's like over here, you're seeing $100,000 a month auto income. That's what you should do. It's like here, you get debt. George is so afraid of debt, it's like, boom! That's how it is. It's ridiculous. If George did this for here, here's $500,000 to the corporation. I would tell you to do it per division. Per division. Now, here I don't have to jack them up. I don't jack them up. Chase cards are no interest for 22 months. Okay? Now, the cards, listen carefully. Cards could only do, in my opinion, these are raised rules. You would do it for Bitcoin, stock, all right, silver, or gold. You'd use the cards for that. That's it. You would never use cards for any other purpose. If you want to own a piece of something, you'd use the line of credits. The line of credits. I know there's 4 cards here. Okay, where'd they go? Okay, that's where you play this game. Maybe I left them over here. Well, here we, oh, what's under there? I put it in the mouse pad. Wow. Okay. So if I have a line of credit B of A for 150, U.S. Bank 150, all right, Chase 150, all right, Wells Fargo 150. Okay, now I got lines of credit. So this is where George's got to tell his wife, and him and her have to listen, because at 3 o'clock today, they're going to have a tab and a pen ready to go, sticky tabs, and their cards in front of them, and I'm going to teach them how to play the game to win. I didn't say jack these suckers up. The way it's designed, listen carefully. If you wanted, let's say I line you up for a storage unit. We're opening an escrow tomorrow on one of them right now. We have 4 people here online, won't let me give their names. Their income is $3,000, one's about $3,100, the rest are about $9,000 plus per division. Now we close escrow, 4 of them are getting that income for life, for life, for life, for life, for life, for life. See, that's a legacy. They put it and tied into irrevocable trusts and pieces. They also have nonprofit, and they have 18 divisions plus. Because every time a division does this again and again, you create income for the parent company. Your parent company should always be a management company. Anything else is crap or hooey. Now, we line up the escrow. These 4 people let me help them. I line up for them. You can line it up. I'll give you a broker's list. I'll show you how to do everything yourself. You do, we do, I do. Tap the live, share the live, or subscribe, and help me help you. That's very simple. All right, understand that. Very simple. Again, we're not stupid people. We just do stupid. So I didn't say you. All right, no, you're doing stupid. There's a difference. Please understand the difference. I don't want to insult anybody. I'm not trying to do that, but I am trying to wake you up and shake you up. So again, escrow. Let's watch. Tomorrow's escrow, we have 1 person plus me buying and putting an escrow together. This is one we're doing together. Now, we're not partners at all. He gets his percentage, I get mine. We get a deed of trust, just like getting a deed of trust for a timeshare for a week. So we're using a line of credit. Listen carefully, especially George and his wife. Line of credit, he's going to write a check to escrow. I'm going to write a check to escrow off a line of credit. Borrow money is not taxable. Now, escrow is going to close in 60 days. 60 days. When escrow closes, the management company finds out we use the line of credit. They verify this, how the funds were put in escrow. They verified it was borrowed money. The management company, before they pay you any monthly proceeds, they deduct the money, they pay for this. How are you jacking up debt, George? Wife, how are you jacking up? You're not. Management company takes the payment for the line of credit that you created in the first place. All right, you get the leftover. The leftover here is $3,000 plus or $9,000 for these 4 people. That's it. How are you ever hurting your credit? I don't get it. I do not understand this. This is why I get here for 10 minutes. They spank me. I got too excited. When I get too excited, I end up stuttering. Now, please watch. Please watch. If we do this per division, all right, that's 350. That's 500,000 per division. This is how it works. It's a numbers game. When I wrote Winning the Game of Business, all right, in 1976, I put it out there for everybody. The info commercial, the back, the big black tapes. This is out there in 76. Why didn't you pay attention? I don't know. Why did it take you so long to get here? I don't know. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. I've sold more corporations on this planet times 10. I've built $60 billion for my clients and myself of credit over the years, and simple. I became a corporate billionaire at 21, but no, not a billionaire. Each division, let's say we have 3 divisions. They each have $100,000 of what? Oh, paid over time limits. Right here, right here. 3 divisions allows me to create $30,000 of income per month. Borrow money. The escrow is going to pay the bill anyway. It's the management company. How are you screwing up? You're not. See, it's better that the management company pays the bill first before you, because you screw it up anyway. You would. Sorry. Most people, when they have money, screw it up. Me, I like to hoard it. Okay? So I got my 3 cards. Now, if I got 6 divisions, I now have $600,000 of credit, management, corporation, not me, in divisions, and now I have $60,000 a month. If I have 9 divisions, I have basically $100,000 a month. I have now $1 million of credit. What do you do with the extra ones? Keep them. See, if you use the manageable debt in the first place and you don't screw it up, your problem is your lack of knowledge. if you don't build foundation that builds the dream and the finance, there's your screw up. Sorry. See, that's the bottom line you have to understand. Hey, from Scotland, okay? Fantastic, Scotland. How you doing there, okay? So, hi. So if we play the game to win, what do we do? Let's understand. So when I show the original book back then, we update all the time. This is the updates. What did we do? I updated 1985 to Division Process. Update to 1990. And then I created the books for dummies. That's what I called it. I feel when I do something new, I feel like a dummy. Sorry. I relate myself to you, what I did for myself for you. Okay? Now, let's watch. Take a picture of this, everybody. Both sides. Take it. What is this? American Express has a program. It's called Blueprint Loan. They took it from Blueprint of Success from me. They named it after me, as I was told. They use dummy card. I use dummy code. No, you use dummy code. I use dummy card. Each division is, no. Each division is a separate company. Yes, but. All right, Frank, get this right, please. The LLC, C Corp, S Corp, whatever, is the parent company. It's a management company managing divisions. Come on. Let's get you on the right page. Every bank last year that bankrupt, 22,000 locations bankrupt. Corporations, banks have branches. Branches are subsidiaries. Corps owning corps. That's how they did it. I used to do the same thing. Grocery stores. How about the United States of America? You heard of them before? 50 corporations. 50 corps, no problem. Okay? 50 what? 50 states. Cities, too. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy for every city, and they've bankrupted 11 cities in front of you so far. So tap to live, tap to live, tap to live. What do you do? So what happens today, if you want to spend an hour and a half with me at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, or again, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, p.m., this is morning right now, started at 3:15. I'm going to be back online today, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, p.m. Look at your time zone. It is 4:50 in the morning. 4:50 in the morning. Got it so far? So, what do we get to do? If we want to play the game to win, you get to do that starting today. But again, I got to get you to learn to listen and pay attention. Is that okay? I'm sorry, all right, you didn't get here before. I don't understand. If you want to continue doing what you're doing today, please do. All right, please do what you're doing today. You're frustrated, your friends and family ripped you off, you're not happy, and you have no damn structure, and when they sue you, they sue your spouse too, and you screw it all up. Congratulations. You don't live dead or dead broke like most people do. That's what happens. If you listen to me, I'll get you to millionaire status, I can guarantee it. And I'm going to help you for free as much as I can. Now, if you want someone to prove it or remove it, I wrote a book on that too, after I helped set up the credit system in the first place. If you need paralegals to help you, I got a paralegal department to help you too. Very simple. As Mindy put here, thank you. Join the live at 3 p.m. Okay, Pacific Standard Time. Very simple. Yeah, I got clients helping me all the time, and I thank God they're here to help me and understand how to play. Yesterday, or Saturday, this was our schedule. See, on Saturdays, you can spend the day for free. For free. If you want my team to help you, then you pay them to help you. It's very simple. I wrote books all the time. Now, let's understand something. When I wrote the rules on division process, you got to improve all 50 states. The banks sued me, I sued them back. Why? It's very simple. They wanted to have basically a banking for every division. Hell no. I created how every bank can give you a line of credit off divisions off the parent company. That's right. So if you're afraid of the boogeyman, boogie woman, and you don't want 150,000 times 18, then don't do it. If you had the money, would you buy a Wendy's restaurant? If you had the money, would you buy a Jack in the Box? If you had the money, would you buy a storage unit? Would you buy what's called a necessity business? That's just me. I want necessity business because I call it dummy proof. So tap the live, share the live, share the live. Let me help you get through the process. Now again, all right, that right there, let me get my face out of the way. You take your picture. That gets everybody to a 750 score in 90 days if they do everything that says right there, right there. You don't need to hire, all right, Ryan, Alexander, and blah, 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 who bought my books 17 years ago, and he's going to be your coach. He teaches 20% of crap. I don't like it. He won't listen. He false advertises. He writes a book for kids. It's basically, all right, take a credit card from the parent, give it to the kid. Under the Fair Lending Act, it's against the rules. The card's older than the kid. Oh, well. So on this side, if you want the American dream, it's this. Take and write a picture. If it's backwards, then look in the mirror when you take your picture. Very simple. That's what it is. Sorry, what is the opt-out? Well, again, all right, you were late, so too bad. Over here, you already got this part. What I want you to do, I'm kidding. I'll answer the question in a second. On this side over here, what I want you to do, I already put it away. Take a picture of this. Okay? This is a 750 for anybody. Okay? For anybody. So, let's pretend, let's do it one more time because you're late, some of you. Okay? What happens? If we take our credit cards today and our utility bills and we make it automatic payment, paperless. Now, when I set up the system with Ken Yarbrough, TRW, became a Spirit in 96, oldest card, fluctuation 29% rule. What happens? Very simple. What do? You opt out, you call 888-567-8688 off the national mailing list. Now you're not on the dark web and all that crap. What do you do on the credit cards? I wrote the program called Fast Pay, Quick Pay for TRW that Experian uses today. Okay? So you make an extra payment to a credit card, weekly or bi-weekly, you become Fast Pay, Quick Pay. That jumps your score up to an 800 score by itself. You don't need someone, oh, look what I did. I watched this last week. Look, I got 800, got 700. Ah! Ryan, get off it. You're not a damn coach. You're ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I've never seen so much crap in my life. Again, one of my books coming out is called Always Good, Thank You, Jesus. See, I'm just going to tell it like it is, and this is just what it is. All right, I'm a coach. I'm old school, new school, future school. If you learn, I'll get you to millionaire status. I'll even guarantee it if you do what you're told to do. Will you do what you're told to do? We'll find out. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. Very simple. All right, you can help me. I can help you. What do? Now, if you did exactly what I just said to do, and let's say the 3 people I have on this side here, there are actually 4 people. 3 of them are getting $9,000 a month. One's getting $3,000. I want to give them more names, but people won't want me to give their names. It's like ridiculous. You know, it's like the client. Well, guess what? Okay, would you lease a house to my friends and family? No. Yeah, I would say no. Strangers, okay. So what happens is people don't want people to know what they've got because anything is like me. I'm a puppet master. I created auto income in 1987 because for my clients, I'm closing about 16 escrows a day and it's panic. I'm going, ay. I can't take it. It's just too many escrows. It got out of hand for me. So I asked my clients, would you like to be my soldiers? And they said, yeah, sure. So what I did is I got the line at my escrows. They wanted to be a piece of it. They get a piece of an escrow. It's not me. It's them. It's all them. That's what it is. They get to what? That piece. So it's like a deed of trust. They own a piece of something. See, today, I'd like to have you own a piece of a storage unit, apartment complex, a Wendy's restaurant, maybe a Jack in the Box. Now, some of you, when I showed that thing about American Express today, our problem at American Express, they have this $250,000 loan. That's good. I think it's fantastic if they have it. The problem is going to be trying to get to 250. All right? If you got to 250, what would you do? Okay, first of all, we'd have to put you up in an escrow. So what mean the escrow? What does that mean? I'm just looking for the piece of paper one more time. Okay, take a picture of this, all of you. Let's say we position American Express, gold or platinum for the corporation or the divisions. Okay? They offer a $250,000 loan as long as you have 30 transactions and $100,000 in of your bank account. If you have that, I'll line it up for you. There's no problem at all. If you don't, what happens to some of the clients, they'll actually register me as a CFO. They'll elect me as a CFO for them. That means I'm a chief financial officer for them. That's what it is. Very simple. What does that do? Now, if I'm a CFO for you, one of your organizations, again, I have no power to do anything, but it does allow me to connect my bank accounts to your organization. Bank account process. Now, but also, if we did this, we would guide you into an escrow. You cannot use that money for anything else besides escrow. If not, I have to cancel it. Now, what happens? My petty cash account, last month has $215,000 in it. It's right there. I have 3 petty cash accounts. This one has $61,000. Okay, this one has another $61,000. So roughly, What I do for petty cash, and this month's even higher as it gets up, because the month always gets stronger. Okay, what happens? That's $330,000 in escrow as a petty cash, all right, showing you can verify because I've become one of your CFOs. If you allow me to join your organization temporarily through the resolution, it gives me no power to do anything besides be your attorney in fact. It means use the power of attorney to talk to the bank. If that allows it to happen, very simple, what does that? We close an escrow. For instance, when we close an escrow, it's like this person here. They spent basically $4,000 in a coaching program. I got them $50,000. They put $25,000 in escrow. After the bills were paid, they're getting $34.20 a month forever, forever. So they own a piece of something. See, the problem, none of you don't build legacy. I don't get it. You're not building legacy. You're building what? I call it half. I can't say that word. I get in trouble again. You can't say half-ass, okay? Or you get in trouble. So what happens? The legacy is that your organization is a LLC corp, whatever. You understand something? I'm going to flat out. LLC starts to make money. It started from what? Sole proprietor LLC limited company. What is it? Taxed the same way almost. Then you have these ding dongs. You got to pay 15.3% in employment tax. Pull the jaw. Your LLC should be converted to S. My opinion. S. Because you're in a corporation and file one tax return. That's what it is. Then you must give yourself a reasonable compensation. Then we do tax balancing. Your paycheck is taxed today, taxed. You get the friggin' leftover. But again, if you do tax balancing, your house payment offsets your taxes, you recycle your money, it gets back in your pocket. That's what you should do. Again, what do? You can't do what Ramsey said. What's he going to say? No, buy a house? He owns houses. When he lied, he owns houses. Then he talks about basically what? Checkbook loans. Anybody can have checkbook and see with your bank statement loans. Anybody can do that. Well, why would you do that when you get a better interest rate showing credit? Again, that's just another who he showed up as well. It's a bunch of lies. The world's allowed Dave Ramsey to lie this whole time, in my opinion. I think he's full of crap, in my opinion. So what do? If we build legacy per division, 4 people on this side, they got 3,000 plus, and 3 got 9,000. Okay, but that's every year, for every month. The management company makes sure the payment's paid. You get the leftover. You don't get to touch that money. You borrow money to get into an escrow. The management company, as you close escrow, pays the bill. You get the leftover. You never got in jeopardy the whole friggin' time. You don't jeopardize you. You'd be kind of dumb. It's allowing you to spend money and credit right now. Your pattern sucks. Best way to say it sucks. Close an escrow. Management company takes the fee that you use money into the escrow. They give you, management company pays you the leftover on a monthly base. There's no way in blankety blank do you ever get jeopardized in credit. You get the leftover. 3,000 to 10,000 a month per division. See, you're not going to be rich. Your corporation's going to create 100,000 a month. That's auto income. Why didn't you do it in the first place? You drive by Wendy's every day since you were 5. Why don't you own the damn thing? What's wrong with you? Why don't you own a piece of it? How about something we can own? Auto income. See, your whole problem is you. Sorry. Being you sucks. I don't want to be you. I don't want you to be me. Use the knowledge that God gave me to help you. Is that okay? Use the knowledge to help you help yourself. We don't want to jeopardize ourselves. It's called We the People. We the People. It's like one of my first theses years and years ago was international constitutional law. Because I love numbers. I love numbers. Numbers never lied to me. Only people do. So numbers never lie to me. The only people do. It's simple. Half the world are freaking lazy. If you close an escrow today using a line of credit, this is borrow friggin' money. Escrow closes, they pay, the management company takes the bill before they pay you on a monthly, or management company, monthly, anything for monthly, they make sure this sucker's paid. They have to pay the bill first, then you get the damn leftover. That leftover is 3,000 to 10,000 a month. What the hell's wrong with people? I made this so easy, it's dummy proof. Getting $500,000 of credit per division, 9 more cards to play with, I don't get it. I will not understand why you brought the pain home in the first place. I don't get it. I do not get why you took so long to find me, since I'm the number 1 registration in the world. I'm the #1 original coach. Been out there for 50 friggin' years, twice a day, Monday through Friday and all day Saturday. For 50 damn years, as of yesterday, yesterday. This is a book free. Learn to change your life. It's ridiculous, okay? Okay? Thanks for teaching, my friend. Well, there, I was teaching you on. God gave me a gift. I made a promise. I made a promise when I was 7 years old. I made it to Jesus Christ, my Savior. What can I say? It's just the truth. I promised if I could walk again, I'd help people the rest of my life. I'm walking. Only because of God healed me. I was crippled for life. So understand something. God uses me as an example. Shot, knifed, 2 comas, 1 I get to die and come back and rebuild it again in front of people. Sucks. Winning the game. Remember, starting a right is for your kids. In high school, college is also for you. Download a copy for yourself. On the open market, it's $25. It's free for you today. Free. Can't find it? 800-254-9506. They'll help you help you. DM me, share, subscribe, all these pieces. Help yourself. Damn it, it's about damn time. Now, you don't need credit repair. You take a picture of that right there. Like I said earlier, do that, you get a $750. You don't need to hire an Alexander, Ryan, blah, 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 crappa. You don't wear your high-de-doody. This is winning the credit game. Okay? Very simple. You'll see me in the back of the book with some of the Lamborghini collection. I'm the guy that's not full of crap. I'm the guy that actually created millions and billions, okay? But it's up to you. Winning the credit game in the open market is $50. It's free if you do it today, now, free. Would you like free? I like helping people. I'm getting frustrated on TikTok today, okay, and social media. I'm trying my best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. Hey, people, I'm used to writing checks for millions of dollars for radio and TV for 50 years. I've been on TikTok now and social media ongoing every day like I've done everything else for 16 weeks. This is my 16th week. I'm trying to get to my 60,000 followers. I'm almost there right now with 60,000 followers. Again, just trying to help people. It's not hard. It's frustrating to me because I want to get on top of the hill and yell at everybody, stop it. You're doing it wrong. Here's how you do it right. What can I do? How do I see the book? It says in the link tree. It says I'm him, okay. All right, again, link tree, it's right there. If you need help, call the office. It's easy, okay. Again, here, you got Jay helping you, you got Mindy helping you, you got Kim. They're always helping me. I love these people. They became clients and they want to help me help you. Isn't that good? What if we help each other? What if today we helped each other get past this process? What if? What a concept. Okay, I don't know what I hit the other day, and I was trying to get rid of the effects. I got to learn this. Here's the effects. Okay, let's turn them off. Okay, I don't know how to turn them off. How's that? Okay, I don't know how to turn them off. Ay. What do I do? I don't know. I'm learning now. I'm trying to do my best. Let God do the rest. New training. I don't want new on and off. Okay. Hey, bingo. Hey, I almost screwed that up. Sorry. I want to turn the background off. Okay, what do we do here? Let's see on this one. Okay, that's not it. Peekaboo. What do we do? Okay. I don't know. I'm just learning how to do this. Okay. Maybe here. All right, I don't know. Okay. I just want to turn it off. I wish somebody in my social media department teach me this crap. Okay? I get frustrated because it's like, damn, I want to basically get through the process. I want to help people. How do you help people when you can't figure it out? Okay, here, where do we go? Where it says more. Okay? All right, can't figure it out. All right, sorry, this side I got to keep the background because I can't figure it out. Anyway, I'd like to give you a tour of the office. Is that okay? You want a tour? You want to find some real people trying to help you? Okay, how do we get rid of the bat? I don't know how to get rid of the bottom. Ay. Someday I'm going to have my engineers here to help me versus all this crap. Okay? When you try to do things on your own, it's like frustrating because if you're not used to it, what's going to happen? You end up being silly. And that's what happens. Okay, I don't know if the bottom's there or not, so I don't want it to be there. So tap the live, tap the screen. What do you do? Oh, well, the bottom's there, All right. Frustrating day after my birthday. Okay, no problem. TikTok gets mad at me because I said something, got too excited. I guess I'm not supposed to get excited. Sorry. All right, now I go through this routine every morning. I light candles for myself because I like the smell of candles. Okay, I do weird things. That's just too bad. If you don't like it, sorry. Brandy says, cut the top off the candle. I've never had anybody tell me if it's really true. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Okay. So as we go through the office, I still want to get rid of the background of this one. How do you do that? Be nice as, somebody would teach me how to do this stuff. All right, no, none of that. Okay, more. Okay, I can't figure out how to turn off the background of this. Okay. Oh, well, I keep pushing buttons and I'm going to screw it up. So anyway, all right, on the other platform, sorry, you're going to have to look at the background. That's your future anyway. All right, let's look at just the air, no problem. I figured it out the other day by just pushing buttons. So let's understand. I'm going to go into the next building. The next building is the Ray Reynolds University, okay? It's a nonprofit organization, has a 501c3 exemption, all the blah, blah, blah. And what happens is very simple. The back wall here, why is it so bright? I must have tapped the screen too much. There it is. Ooh, I tap it again. I'm not so bright. So here's a wall of fame. We got 2,100 pictures. Unfortunately, I don't have the big building like I used to. My building was one technology drive over in Spectrum with 22,000 square feet building, but I got to die in a coma. Got to rebuild my life again. Frustrating, but again, I showed the world how to do it. Okay. Guess that was God's plan. I had my own location in Utah, and we were coaching Carlton Sheets people, Dave Delgado, Rich Stalby, and all this other silly stuff. Location in Arizona and Texas, no problem at all. So having fun. So what happens is very simple. So again, you can help yourself if you want to, but it's going to be up to you. So what happens? This afternoon, they keep remodeling this studio here. I got to find out where to walk anywhere sometimes. It's okay. So what happens here, we're going to go on the whiteboard this afternoon. Okay? And what happens is you're going to find out, I'm going to show you the blueprint for yourself. Now, there's phone numbers to some of the reps. They put it there Saturday because we're having a phone problem as well. Okay? There's typical stuff. Okay? So we're going to demonstrate to you this afternoon a blueprint. The blueprint is going to be very simple. We're going to talk about personal cards, fluctuation again. Okay? Now, I didn't move cards from the other room. I have cards everywhere. Believe me, it's easy. You're going to talk about what cards that fluctuate. These do not. These are my wife's cards. For a reason I use her cards. Very simple. Because I don't want anybody to go, oh, do you really have the cards? I get turds every day. Would you like to get $1 million of these? It's not hard to do. But again, I don't want you to spend it, kind of what I would call piss it away. I'd like you to build your foundation. You see, the goal would be using supply credit, vendor credit for that. These are lines of credit. That's escrow time. If I don't want an escrow, maybe I'm going to do Bitcoin, crypto, stock trading or something, or gold or silver. I'd use credit cards. I'd use Chase because there's no interest up to 22 months. That loves that, okay? So again, as we play this game to win, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today, you're stuck with me. Now, I'm going to show you my race boats, race cars, and race motorcycles I've had all my life. I had these things, literally race cars and all these pieces I just said, by the time I was 16 years old. I was racing at the track all the time at OCR off the 5 freeway. It's just fun stuff. So we got our lobby. We got basically Burnett. She's our accounting manager. No problem. Okay, here we're going to go by Santos' office. He's my vice president of the company. He's got 30 plus years in real estate. He's the one who lines up the escrows, so we're going to close. We're going to go into one tomorrow as well. And we have 4 people today on the escrows. They closed last week. One is about 3,000 plus. Oh, okay, very simple. 3,000 plus. That's very simple. That's what they're going to get to the division, to the corporation. And then we have 4 of them. Our 3 other ones are going to be 9,000. They're not going to be rich. I don't want anybody to be rich, ever, ever. I want you to be a puppet master, what I created 40 years ago plus. Okay, very simple. Okay, how is Burnett? Okay, Burnett's fine. All right, the big thing was Renette. Remember, we have 2. We have Renette, we have Burnett. Burnett's fine. Renette's been in the hospital off and on. She's supposed to be back on the 16th. David was out in the hospital too. It's like this last month. It's like, ay. Who's going to be sick? Who's going to be in the hospital? What's going to happen? But that's just the way it works. We'd have to pray for everybody. Is how it works. So, all right, now we're going to go to the call center. We're going to go basically here. This is the paralegal department. When she's here, she's in charge of paralegal. We have Daniel back here, our IT engineer. We have her name is Daniela, but she goes by Danny. So now we got to, hey, Daniel. It's like we had to him go, yeah. But we have to do it in respect what they go by. No problem at all. What do we do? All right. So we got to turn on the lights, get it set up. Daniel, all right, was not appreciated at all, and he's an IT engineer. He worked for that company called Amazon. Here he's loved and appreciated, and he helps us to everything we're trying to do. Pretty important stuff. On the back wall here, we always put this in all my call centers. It says, make a friend, make a buck. Why? It's simple. Because everybody has to understand, get to know that person first before they want to sell them something. See, the bottom line today, when you buy a car, I think you do it wrong. Sorry. I think when you buy your house, you do it wrong. I think you need to learn how to do things that no one ever taught you in the first place. That's just my opinion. You buy a car, they use an Isaac 8 report. In other words, car dealerships made up a report just to screw you over. It sucks. Okay? The cars are marked up 60%. And then your silly things, you answer their question, what payment can you afford? The moment you do that, they sized you up. No. Understand something. The car, you should never let them do one inquiry, but one. Well, that stops. It's an excuse. When you sign that piece of paper that allows them to run your credit, right above your signature, you write there in that piece of paper, this allows one inquiry only. You take a picture. You should have set the tone. They sweated you for what, 3 to 5 hours to buy a car? And they're jacked up, and what do? You did it wrong anyway? They're marked up 60%. 99% of car dealers are freaking crooks. They're trying to make their interest payments. It's a game to them, and they don't give a damn. And you know it's a game, and you allow them to play it on you. You allow them to play it on you. I don't get this. The car registration is never. Of course, they didn't move the carpet back. So let's trip on that, huh? Okay. So what happens for us to understand today is like anything else. The car and house, you should never buy it joint in the first place. Unfortunately, you did. That's wrong. Okay? Why do they leave trash cans at the door? I'm going to fire this cleaning company. Okay? You walk in the restrooms, the bathroom, and then what do? They leave the what? Trash can at the door. Okay? If the lights were off, somebody would have tripped and fell down. See, one of the reasons I do the candles is to inspect the building for the morning. Here we have the women's bathroom. Okay? All right, let's watch, okay? Instead of putting the toilet paper roll on the toilet paper they emptied it, they leave the roll on top of it. Talk about some lazy people. I don't know. If we put cameras in the bathroom or outside, we figure out who did that, huh? Oh, well, I'm picky. What can I say? I'm picky. We get to play the game, we get to win. Should we win the game of business? Of course we should. Why? Because you're in charge. God made you so brilliant, your brain can accept knowledge, but your problem sometimes you don't slow down enough to pay attention. I think that kind of sucks. But what happens with all of us, we learn how to play the game. Then the men's restroom, they don't have a candle. It was thrown away on, I think Saturday I threw it away. So we get to learn to play the game to win. So here's the men's candle. I cut off the top of the wick. Brandy says we're supposed to. I don't know if that's true or not, but oh, well, we play the game to win. Okay, men's restroom, there you go. So as you play the game today for yourself, understand, tap the live, tap the screen, subscribe, share the live, all these pieces. And what do you get to do for yourself? You get to understand today, you could actually repackage your life and show up on the live with me at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, PM. All right, even though I'm on AM this morning, simple. What do? We learn to play the game to win. It's a game, people. Let's win the game this time. Let's win. Okay, that's all you have to do. It's simple. So if you want to play the game today, all you have to do is tap the live, share the live, get the books for free. You need any help, 800-254-9506. You call the office. I'd say in about 2 hours, okay? Talk to somebody. Or they'll give you the links to the 3 o'clock today. And spend an hour and a half with me. Have your tablet, pen, your sticky tabs, and your credit cards in front of you. We'll show you how to do it right without jeopardizing your family ever again. So again, that's up to you as well. So we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves you.